Hey powerful creators, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Janita Harris, and today I am going to give you 4 easy tips to heal your divine feminine while we are quarantined. But before I go any further, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you can be notified when I give a new upload. Oh yeah. All right, so before we go any further, I think it makes sense to first explain what feminine energy is and what is masculine energy. We are talking about yin and yang. Yang is masculine energy. It's about being logical, risk-taking, competing, being competitive, doing, right? Action-oriented, pursuing, accomplishing, achieving. Feminine energy is about receiving, being intuitive, allowing, a state of being, experiencing. It's about being creative, nurturing, empathetic. And a lot of the times in the world that we live in, we operate in our masculine energy. I operate in my masculine energy a lot, actually. When I'm out in the world, I have goals, right? I have goals even inside the right, so not just out in the world, but I have goals, and it requires that I'm action oriented. Sometimes I have to take risks to accomplish my goals. Sometimes I have to figure out what ways logically in systems I can use to achieve my goals, and within that I'm operating in my masculine energy. And in our feminine energy, a lot of the times we think feminine energy is about external, right? How do we look? Do you wear your hair a certain way? Do you wear makeup? Do you wear dresses? And while in some ways that is also an example of feminine energy, these tips today actually are not going to be about what you wear, how you dress. It's not going to be those superficial things about femininity. It's probably going to have some tips that you haven't probably thought of that are very feminine and that are necessary to heal your divine feminine energy. So this quarantine is very interesting in the sense that many of us can't go out into the world. We have to stay home. We have stay-at-home orders in place right now, and as a result, we're not out there doing and being and achieving like we normally would be. So now we have to actually sit and allow things to unfold until we are, the government says that we can take off the staying in place. So this is a really great time to reflect and begin to heal your divine feminine energy, that yin energy, that being and receptive. So let's get into it. Tip number 1, drink water. Seriously, drink water. Water is life, for starters. And it's important for your body to be properly hydrated. The adult human body is made of about 60 to 65% of water, and our blood is made of 90% water, right? And our blood is very necessary because it pumps oxygen to the different organs of our body. And when we are hydrated, we are helping our blood, as well as our joints and our brain and our spinal cord, do all the things that we need to do. Like, water is really great for all the sensitive tissues of our body. Water also helps to grow your hair. It can also help to clear your skin, and water can grow your nails. But water also can hold memory. So scientists have found that when you speak right over your water, so I want you to think about holy water, right? When your priests are praying over your water and you take that water, all these miracles have been reported to have to occur because of holy water. Well, what I'm saying is you can make your own holy water, because science has shown that water will crystallize based off the thoughts and intentions that we set into our water. So something that I do is I literally will pray over my water, and I'll say, "Oh, water, thank you so much for your journey to me. I pray that you had a peaceful journey to me. I pray that you are clean. I pray that you help me to release and let go of anything that doesn't serve me, any thoughts that doesn't serve me, any behaviors that no longer serve me. I thank you for cleaning my body, for cleansing myself, for cleansing my mind and my soul and my body. And I'm just so grateful to drink you. I'm so grateful to be one with you. And I pray that you help me to become my best version." And so literally the water is taking in that, and when I drink it, it's going to manifest those intentions, right? So water is a really great way to heal your divine feminine, because there are probably just things that you need to release, and you can use water as your own holy water to help you release what no longer serves you. Let it go. Quarantine is a really great time in life for us to really reflect on what needs to be let go of, so that we can do that. Let it go. Let it go. All right, tip number 2. Eat a balanced meal, right? Food is important because food sustains our bodies. Many of us eat for enjoyable reasons, and that's not necessarily good or bad. It just is. But we should eat really to live. So eating the right foods, right, like leafy greens, fruits, vegetables, reducing our red meat intake, help to sustain the body. So a lot of the times I'll hear people say, oh, high blood pressure and diabetes run in my family. I know there are members in my family who will say that, and I'm like, nah, eating habits run in the family. And what happens is, if you really actually pay attention to a family's eating habits, you can actually probably understand why some families do experience high blood pressure and do experience diabetes and all those, and hypertension and all those different things, right? A lot of it has to do with what you're eating. So are you eating foods that affirm you and sustain your life and take you to the next level and make you feel energized and excited? Or are you eating foods that depress you and give you the itis, that slow you down? That's something that you can do at home. Change your eating habits. A lot of the times we will make decisions based off of what we can afford in the moment. And that's completely and totally understandable, but let's think long term, right? So sometimes we say, oh, I eat fast food because I can afford it. But if the long-term effects of eating fast food actually are going to lead to obesity and depression, was it worth it in the short term? Probably not. And it's not about you eating foods to be skinny, because there are many people who are skinny and they're unhealthy. So again, this is not about how much you weigh, but about what you put in your body. You can begin to heal your divine feminine energy by eating foods that heal your body. You can do this while you're at quarantine. You can literally go into your fridge and look at the foods that you should begin eating, and let go of the foods that you need to let go of. You can also use Google to figure out what foods will be better if you don't know. Tip number 3, meditate. Really, meditate. Meditation is really great, because meditation is actually not about stopping your thoughts, right? Meditation is about allowing and being aware of what's going on inside of you. So when I meditate, sometimes thoughts that have happened to me in childhood that have been very traumatic come up. And what that lets me know is I actually haven't healed from that thought. And that experience is blocking joy. It's blocking something else that wants to come in. And so what happens when I meditate, if I have reoccurring thoughts that I need to let go of, instead of trying to force myself to let it go, I just allow it. I allow it, and I thank the thought for coming, and then I try to figure out, okay, well, what can I do to heal that part of me? So meditating is really a great way to connect to your divine feminine, because it's going to show you what needs to let go. Let it go. Let it go. Right? Allow what needs to come up, and then allow it to go. Because when you do that, then you are putting yourself in a state of being more receptive to what you actually want to happen. And most of you probably just want more joy. You want more money, you want more happiness, you want more health, right? Those are basic things that most people, if not all people, want. And our divine feminine and acting in our divine feminine is a great tool to getting that. Okay. Tip number 4. Journal. Journaling is a really great way to get in touch with your divine feminine, right? Journal your goals, journal your wants, journal the parts of you that hurt, journal the parts of you that are wounded, journal the parts of you that are happy and affirming, right? And then look back. So sometimes I see some of my old journals and I'm like, oh wow, I was like super depressed, right? And I didn't even realize that I was depressed. But the thoughts that I wrote were things that I'm no longer in that state anymore, but I was actually in that state, and it helped me to see, one, where I've been and where I'm going, and two, it helped me to really see what needed to be healed inside of me, what parts of me I needed to connect with, right? And you know, sometimes you look back in your old journals and you're like, wow, I was really, really happy during this time, and right now I don't feel happy. And what can I do to get back to that state, right? Like, you know, one of my life goals isn't necessarily to always be happy, because happiness is fleeting and happiness actually requires work. Right? Like it does. I think it does, because it requires me to be aware of what makes me unhappy, and then it requires me to use my masculine energy to make it happen, but it also requires me to use my feminine energy to allow it to happen. And so those are just 4 simple tips that you can do right now at home to begin to heal your divine feminine. There's something in you that can be improved, right? There's something in me that can be improved. I know my editing skills can be improved. So I know that's something that I'm working on. I'm learning how to edit my own videos for the first time. So that's something new for me. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you dislike this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. But these are really 4 simple things that you can do at home during quarantine to heal your divine feminine. And that is drinking water, eating a good balanced meal, right? Meditating and journaling. These are 4 simple tips to begin to heal your divine feminine. So go ahead and let me know in the comments what you are going to do to heal your divine feminine. Also, let me know if you like this video and if you want more content about ways in which to heal and improve your femininity. All right, powerful creators, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, too, check out my twin sister, Jaleesa. She's featured on my channel. Check her out. Check out her page. Subscribe and like. And I'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning in.